We are recording. Oh, wait, hang on. Hold on. Well, I mean, we're
Well, we are
recording.
recording here, we are waiting to go live.
All right. All right, we are at the Village of Minerva Park Council meeting, December 14th, 2023. We are at 7:03 p.m. and we will start with roll call. Councilperson Wolf.
Here.
Council President Berger.
Present.
Councilperson Martin.
Here.
Councilperson McNamara.
Present.
Councilperson Koss.
Present.
And Councilperson Camera.
Yeah.
All right, and now we will do Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have meeting minutes, November 16th, council meeting minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, next we have December 7th work session minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, we will move to the village official reports and we will start with Chief Matt Dell.
Thank you, Mayor. I do not have anything to add to the submitted report, but if you have any questions about that report, I'm happy to answer.
Anybody have any questions? Next is our fiscal officer, which is excused for tonight because we did so much last week, or last meeting, that we don't have anything here for him tonight. So he did send out, I think recently, did you guys see that? Tuesday. He did send out some reports to you guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email him. Mike Flickinger's report. Task order number 22, Storm Sewer Improvement Project. They scheduled and moderated the pre-construction meeting with myself and the contractors. They were here. The project should start right around January 8th.
Which project is
And that would be the Jordan Road project.
Thank you.
And the reason for the delay of January 8th is just trying to get us all through the holidays. They close for the week of Christmas and New Year's, and starting the project and then stopping and then starting again. We just thought it'd be easier to get us all through the holidays. So January 8th, they should be in the area. They reviewed the contractor's pay application, and they will continue to coordinate with legal counsel and village staff about the permanent and temporary easements. There is currently one. We are down to one outstanding. And we shouldn't have any issues because, again, we have until January to get it.
That's commercial property.
It is commercial, yes, all of the residents.
We can actually move on and do the project anyways without them.
Okay.
They'll sign it.
Yeah, again, it's a logistical thing,
It's not
so,
important to them, so they're not making a big effort to run and do it.
but yeah, we shouldn't have any issues if we do need it. So, the lake master plan, I myself met with Mike Flickinger as well as legal counsel and village staff to discuss some permits that could be required for the lakes. They've prepared a scope of work to solicit proposals for some geotechnical engineering. And then he has also been meeting quite a bit with Jeff over the last couple weeks to talk about financing options. So the Lakes Master Plan is in full swing. We have ideas and options this council has looked at. We will start that again in January, and again, see what options the village can afford.
Any official word on the quality of our muck?
Not yet.
Okay.
We have approved, we have actually approved the funds for that, but I have not seen them out here yet.
Okay.
For
So,
anyone curious at home, we have to test the muck, because depending on what is in the muck that we pull out of the river, you can give it to different people at different costs.
correct.
Muck with lots of mercury in it, you can't dispose of many places. Good clean muck, you can throw on a landfill.
And then task order number 26 is the 2023 CCTV inspection analysis. They have completed their review of the CCTV submitted by the contractor, and they will begin compiling all of the information and then submitting it to us, hopefully by the end of the year. So next year we will have a plan moving forward to fix whatever we need to fix. And then task order number 27 and 28 is just our roadway improvement projects, and they are still working with us and determining exactly how we're going to move forward in 2024 with our with the road projects that are most in need. And that is Mike Flickinger's report. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to myself and I can get that information to Mike. We do have an upcoming meeting soon, and you can announce it in your meeting, or in your committee report. Next, we have legal, Mr. Jesse Champ.
Thank you, Mayor. Nothing major to report other than tonight perhaps we will wrap up the long odyssey of the zoning code rewrite, which has been, I think, great. It's got a lot of people tuned into the village and where we're trying to go. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Simultaneous with this, provided it's passed tonight, again, it will become effective in 30 days. And we timed that up a few meetings ago to coincide with the expiration on the moratorium of acceptance of any new building permits. So if this becomes effective in 30 days, this code will be what controls. That's it.
Anybody have any questions for Jesse? All right, next we have Eric Fisher, Village Planning.
Thank you, Mayor. Echo Jesse, for what he said. Happy to come to the long, arduous end of the road for the code. Been to work with a lot of different folks, commissions in this body. Thank all the council for their hard work on it. And I wish our two councilmen who are stepping off this year well and enjoy working with you, and looking forward to our new two council folks who will be stepping on next year. If there are any questions, I'll be here.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Fisher? Zoning officer, I believe the report was in the packet, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to email him or myself. Next, we will move to planning and zoning, Mr. Councilperson Brian Wolf.
Planning and zoning has not met since last report, so the next meeting is scheduled probably mid-January.
Organizational meeting.
Yeah, organizational meeting in January. It'll be posted.
Yes.
Can I add something? I did forget, I will work with the mayor and get a half hour set aside at our January work session for a new member training. Public records, all that kind of thing we have to do, so. Get your popcorn ready.
Awesome. All right, next we will move to MPCA, Councilperson Cameron.
Yeah, so MPCA had their meeting last night. It went really well. I think last weekend's activities all seemed to go well. The children's Christmas party went well here in the building. I heard they're starting a new tradition where they'll be decorating ornaments and placing them on the tree each year. So that would be pretty cool to see that over the next few years grow. Trolley rides, 240 people claimed tickets. They feel like they had even more than that because not everyone claimed their ticket to ride the trolleys. Everyone said that it felt much busier. They were very appreciative of the new space and think that this was the perfect location to do it. So I think overall everything went well. Let's see here. Festival of the Lights is coming up this coming week where they're gonna judge the lights on the house. If you win, you can't be you can't have won last year and win this year. They're just doing 3 this year instead of all the different categories. 2 will be voted on by MPCA and the third one will be Community Choice. So People's Choice Award for best looking house. They get a $50 gift card to either like Home Depot or the Oakland Nursery is typically what they've been doing. So, Duck Award nominations. They currently have 3 nominations. You have until the end of the month to put in a nominee for the Duck Award. They have gone through their 2024 budget and have set all their 2024 dates. They have provided those to the village so that the village can get that on the calendar as well. And then membership drives. They are currently trying to see if they can improve some membership. Newsletter for our internal people, the 27th is the due date for that, because it will go out a little later in January than normal. Let's see, what else do we have here? I think that's about it. There was one thing that came up, so they are thankful, Chief Delp, of the sign that says no left turn out of the Minerva Park middle school, or the elementary school, sorry, Minerva Francis. There is still some confusion, because I think it says during school hours or
We
something.
ordered a new one.
So, and I thought that was the case, that we changed it in the safety committee meeting to certain times.
I
but-
can be blamed. I had
Okay.
it perfect, and then we changed it for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't feel good that day. I don't know.
Okay,
And
anyway,
then so Chief goes, no, it's supposed to say this, so.
yeah, so that was the only thing, but I thought we were fixing that, so,
I was gonna talk about that safety too,
perfect.
so.
I think
Just cut a
that,
piece of aluminum and glue it
Just-
on top
can
of
you
where
cut
it
it
says
off?
that.
There's nothing wrong with the sign, however, people want to be really technical because
Yeah.
it's at drop off and pickup and it says during school hours, so they
Yeah.
claim that that's not.
I'm just saying, can we just grab a piece of aluminum, cut it to thing, glue it on top of where it says during school hours? So instead of ordering a new sign, we just erase the part we don't want.
yeah.
That would be janky.
Yeah, but that was it. That was their meeting last night, so. I did thank them on behalf of the village for all they did,
Oh, yeah.
so. It's nice to have them.
Thanks, MPCA.
Yay,
Join the MPCA, please.
Okay, that was it.
All right, let's move to the committee reports. Let's start with Councilperson Wolf, Finance.
Finance Committee has not met since last report, as in our last meeting, we passed the annual budget, so Finance Committee's work won't really start in earnest again until next year.
Thank you so much. And next we will move to Councilperson Cost, Streets.
We have the next meeting scheduled for the 9th of January at 7 PM, at which point we will talk about the projects that are ongoing and started, and then where we go from there.
Perfect. Can't wait.
Woo!
All right, services. Councilperson Martin.
The 16th is the last day for leaf pickup, so I'd really leave it out.
It's probably too late.
Either too late.
You
Yeah.
probably should have thought about it 2 days ago when they were here.
Yeah.
All right, it seems that it did pretty well, other than the people parking in front of them.
I have some of those extra yard bags if you want to drop by and grab one too.
For the procrastinators?
Yeah. All right, Councilperson Camera for Recreation and Parks.
Yeah, so, I'm not sure if I've had a meeting since the last time I've talked about this. I have one every month though, but there are some updates. So we have placed our order for 50 more chairs for the pool for next year. We are getting 5 of them that are 20 inches tall, so our current chairs are 14 inches tall. This will be for some of our guests that have trouble getting down into the lower chairs. They're going to be a different color so that it will be easily recognizable that these are special chairs for our members and guests that need something a little higher. So that has been ordered. We should expect delivery sometime in the spring before the pool opens. We have demoed and looks like we are going to move to a new pool software to manage our pool. This should create a lot of more simplicity for us. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff we do currently for our membership drives, and I think that this will make it a little easier on all of our internal staff. So Barb's done a great job, Leah's done a great job over the years of handling this, but this will make it a little more seamless and a little easier for our pool staff. So we are in the process of getting the new site up and running so that we can start selling memberships around the first of the year. And then the last thing that we really kind of worked on in our last meeting was we wanted to come up with a set of guidelines for closing the pool, so that it wasn't left up to the pool manager to decide, should we close? Do we have enough people to close today? It's just very simple. If we don't see enough people by this time or within this time period, then we can close the pool. If the temperature drops below a certain temperature, we'll close the pool. And that should help us just come up with very clear so everyone knows, the pool might be closed today. We should be able, with this new company, we actually will have more of a dedicated website for our pool, so we will be able to announce stuff. It includes software to send out email blasts and whatnot, so we can also let people know, hey, the pool's closed today for whatever reason. But we are excited to get moving on the pool and kind of see what goes on there. Everything else I think has come in, budgets for, or estimates for maintaining landscaping and stuff like that throughout the village. And we'll get that going in the new year. And that is all I have.
Before I forget,
Yeah.
for the January meeting, can we make sure that we invite John?
Yes.
So we can start doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Or just don't want you to forget.
Yep, we're good. I do have a meeting Monday
Yeah.
for those on my committee.
Perfect. Parks and Rec meeting, 7 PM?
Yes.
Monday the 18th.
6:30.
Oh, 6:30, sorry.
6:30.
6:30, Monday.
6:30
Yep.
on the calendar.
The
Awesome.
18th?
All right, any questions for Councilperson Cameron? All right. Councilperson McNamara, safety.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As my esteemed colleague, Councilperson Cameron said, there's still work being done on the signage around school zones. I would also like to, give kudos to Chief Delp and his department for, being out and about, keeping the, public safe and engaging with our community as our, active cases are up from this point last year. Our last meeting was on, I believe it was the 4th of December, where the main substantive point of discussion was the solar-powered speed limit signs, which I received in a text message today, have arrived, and we'll just need to get them put together and deployed.
It's arrived but missing a part.
Yes.
It's not a challenge, FYI.
We're getting there, baby steps. Is that it, or do we have any more?
That is all of substance I have.
That's all
Awesome.
I have to say about it.
Anybody have any questions? All right, moving to legislation, Council President Gruber.
All right, our last legislative committee meeting was an hour and 5 minutes ago. Mainly discussed was just a last check that everyone was okay with our code being passed, our code rewrite being passed tonight. In addition, especially since a few of our council people weren't there, one thing that Councilperson Wolf brought up, just as a, hey, anybody out there, is, of course, 4 years ago-ish, 4 or 5 years ago, there was a citizens initiative to pass a charter for the village that did not pass on the ballot. That does not mean that it cannot be tried again, and that this body could not spearhead a motion to move us from a statutory village to a chartered village, if this council moving forward in the future has any appetite for that. The only other thing that was discussed there was my insistence that I have the personal freedom to use my driveway the way I want and should be able to park a boat in it, and asking council to revise the code to reflect that. And that did not get in by me before I was out, so I leave it to you guys to at least think about it, and that is it.
Anybody have any questions about legislation? Nope. All right, mayor's report. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I just want to thank again everybody for everything that they've done for council in 2023. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Brian. I'm looking forward to working with the new council people next year. We have a lot of things that we will be working on. Obviously, you guys know that the Lakes is probably one of the priorities for next year for this council, in my opinion, for this council. I want to thank Chief Delp and the entire police department for everything you guys do every single day. I know Barb is here and Brian's here, but all of our village administration. I just want to thank them for everything that they do every single day for me, that you guys all make my job a heck of a lot easier. And Chief, definitely, you make my life so much easier. So Leah, everything she does, it's actually, it is enjoyable to come in here. So there are days when I say that the job is horrible, but at the end of the day, it's you come in here and we actually do laugh and have fun in here. So I just want to thank all of the village staff, Eric, and working with Jesse has been phenomenal. No, I'm not quitting or anything like that. I just want to thank that quit too. It almost sounds like it.
Holiday pep talk.
A holiday, yeah. So again, I just want to
You're doing great.
I just want to thank everybody for everything that they do. And over the weekend, over this past weekend, MPCA definitely shined. So it was so much fun watching the kids run and play, and of course I'm sitting here kind of like this, like waiting for one of the kids to do something horrible, but it was great fun. They had so much fun, the parents, and then of course we did get a visit from Santa, so that was, that was great. And then watching all of the residents in here, and I can't tell you how many people thanked me and all of that for this building, and I didn't do anything. I mean, I was part of it. I'm thrilled to be part of it. But the residents are pretty excited to be in this building as well and having carriage rides. So again, this past weekend, MPCA put in a lot of work. I'm not going to name them specifically because I'll get it wrong. I just want them to know how much I personally do appreciate everything that they do for this village. And that's all I have.
All right, that brings us to citizens' comments. I do see some citizens sitting out in the audience. Any who would wish to come and comment, now is the time. All right, maybe turn my iPad back on.
Well, we thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Oh, that brings us to legislation, and that's also me. All right, pretty short list tonight. We should be able to get through it in no time. First up is ordinance 30/2023, an ordinance to amend certain provisions of the municipal income tax code of the village of Minerva Park pursuant to House Bill 33 and declaring an emergency. In House Bill 33, which was the last Ohio State biannual budget, they made some changes to tax things. We now have to tweak our code to match their changes. This is a third reading. I intend to move passage as an emergency so it can take effect immediately and be on the books as of January 1.
Second.
All right, motion to pass as an emergency moved and seconded by Councilperson Cameron. Any discussion?
Nope.
All right, let's take a vote.
Councilperson McNamara.
Aye.
Council President Bruger.
Aye.
Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
Councilperson Cameron.
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
Councilperson Wolf.
Aye.
All right, moving on to ordinance number 31/2023, an ordinance amending parts 12 and 14 of the codified ordinances of the village of Minerva Park and amending the zoning map for the village. This is, of course, the code rewrite that has been going on all year. I will take a moment to thank our Planning and Zoning Commission, who I know did an awful lot of work on that. And this is our third reading. You will note it is not being passed as an emergency, but it's through regular order. And I move for passage.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any debate? I think we're ready.
Councilperson Wolf.
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
Councilperson Cameron.
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara.
Aye.
Council President Bruger.
Aye.
And Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
All right, that concludes that. Yeah, that concludes that.
Old
Yeah,
business.
Old business.
Your call.
Well, old business referring to the lakes. I think I might have addressed this last time for the bigger crowd. I had a meeting on also Monday, December 4th with State Representative Abdullahi about trying to explore more options for funding in the state for our lakes. Admittedly, some of them may be Hail Marys, but not giving up on them without at least exploring every option I can think of. So old business, new business, what have you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Does anybody else have any old business? Anybody have any new business?
I'd like to thank Councilperson Wolf and Council President Bruger for their service. We may not have always agreed on things, but I appreciate that you challenge and bring your views to the table. So thank you for your 4 years.
You just wait until we're on the other side of the.
Oh, I know.
Holding your feet to the fire.
I'm waiting for it.
We're gonna lock the door.
Yeah. We're gonna.
I know what a thesis statement is. I can get a lot of information in 5 minutes.
Oh, boy. Does anybody else have any new business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?